Now on CoastTV News.
Houseboat battle, the legal fight over a proposed ban in Ocean City.
On guard, the Rehoboth Beach Patrol is now watching over swimmers, even as their new station is under construction, where you need to look to find help.
Safe Waters details on upcoming dredging projects, where they're happening, how it helps the environment.
This is CoastTV News at 6.
Houseboat battle, one company might take legal action against Ocean City in pursuit of a dream. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Charlie Sakaitis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with the company Sea Rocket. They're at odds with the town of Ocean City.
All of this is about houseboats. Sea Rocket wants to rent them out. Ocean City is telling them no. And now there's a lot of legal back and forth between the two sides as the coastal town charges into the surf of the summer season. Coast TV News reporter Kevin Zappe walks us through the controversy.
Sea Rocket and the Ocean City Council continue to butt heads over the houseboat rentals. And now, after the most recent pushback from the town, Sea Rocket is threatening legal action.
So Heather, does that mean we were just put on notice?
Certainly it sounds like he has threatened a lawsuit.
To give you a breakdown of this story, Sea Rocket, who are known for doing boat rides, paragliding, and other activities in the water, are looking to expand this summer by adding houseboats like these near Dorchester Street in Ocean City for people to rent out for the night. But that's when their plan hit a snag. The town sent them an email warning them to take down the listing for the houseboat, claiming this is not allowed. Sea Rocket disagrees and responded saying vessels fall under the jurisdiction of the state, not the town. Now the town is looking to add an ordinance to the Ocean City law that would more clearly prohibit rental houseboats, a move that Mayor Rick Meehan stands by.
We want to specify that and make it very clear that that's not the intended use in the code or in the comprehensive plan as a use in our recreational marinas. Those marinas are extremely important to us, and they provide an awful lot of amenities for our residents and visitors, and that's what we think should remain in these districts.
Will Wangle, the CEO of Sea Rocket, doesn't believe the town has a legal leg to stand on.
They cannot dictate what I do on a parasail boat or a houseboat. It's outside their jurisdiction, and the mayor likes to talk a big game like, he's some sort of king, but in the end of the day, the law is the law.
As the fight continues, the town of Ocean City wants this houseboat out of the waters, but Sea Rocket says they're not planning on moving it anytime soon. I'm Kevin Zappe in Ocean City, Coast TV News.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll this evening. We want to know, are rental houseboats good for tourism?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. Even more so now, 71% say yes, they think they are. 29% though think maybe not.
Now, if you want to get involved in this poll, all you have to do is go to coasttv.com or use the Coast TV mobile app. And speaking of tourism, Ocean City's tourism industry is on the rise. According to the town's tourism report in March, hotels, they're about half full with rooms going for an average of $230 per night. The city earned over $856,000 just from tourism taxes, which is more than last year. On social media posts about Ocean City, they reached millions, making it a hot spot for visitors that are planning their next trip.
In Lewis, yet another development, this one called Henlopen and Bluff, is back on the city's agenda next week. That proposed development is set for a public hearing on June 3rd. The land where they're thinking of building it is Gills Neck Road. The plan includes 79 single-family lots with many improvements. The public hearing will review changes and waivers for that development.
President Biden is expected to end his day at his Wilmington area home following a campaign event. It is one part of what will ultimately end up as a beach weekend. According to the Federal Aviation Administration, a temporary flight restriction will go into effect for Rehoboth Beach beginning Thursday at 9:30 a.m. It ends at 10 a.m. on Friday, but then will be reinstated later that night. The president's public schedule has him here for the weekend.
Lifeguards are back in their stands in Rehoboth Beach, but this summer is looking very different for them. Since the new Rehoboth Beach Patrol station is still a work in progress, the patrol is working out of this trailer you see on Grenoble Place. But since the Beach Patrol is so large, guards have to sit outside during their breaks. Beach Patrol captain says that lifeguards have to operate out of their cars right now since they don't have stuff to keep their lockers in. Now, one woman told Coast TV she worries that could hurt the staff.
The lifeguards, I'm concerned really about them. You know, they sit out all day in the sun, and when they have breaks, they have to sit out in the sun too, or, you know, their hot cars. They really have no place to decompress and get it back together before they go out. And, you know, they have to save people.
The city says it hopes to have the new beach patrol building ready for summer 2025. The city says the next phase of the project will be to pour the foundation. That should be done in mid-June.
Delaware State Police are investigating a car crash that resulted in the death of a 45-year-old man. According to police, he lost control of his car on Tuesday night when driving on Frankford School Road. They say the car flipped after running off-road. Troopers say the driver was thrown from the car and later died at the hospital. The man's name, that has not yet been released as his family is being notified.
Let's take a live look right now outside into Ocean City. Ooh, and you can see those storm clouds approaching that Paul was tracking in the 5 o'clock hour. Our first alert, Chief Meteorologist Paul Williams takes a look at our forecast. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening, Maddie. And yes, we're indeed tracking these storms. We're no longer under a severe thunderstorm warning right now, but we do have some marine warnings to pass along to you. And the storm is approaching Laurel. That's why we're looking at our Tyndall's camera right now with Laurel. We're starting to see the rain is beginning to overtake the area. The winds have died down a bit. We're now looking at 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts, actually, but it's still tracking to the east at about 30 miles per hour. Temperatures will settle into the mid-60s for later on tonight. And when you take a look at the latest rain, you can see the marine warning is active really for the folks in Smith Island, Deal Island, Crisfield, going towards Westover. That's where we're seeing the initial push. And we're starting to see that this cell is starting to create an opportunity for some hail. Now, the hail that's being formed right now, small hail, pea-sized hail for right now. Generally speaking, we're looking at the rain cells just kind of spreading out and losing a lot of its integrity as it tracks across portions of Sussex County. We see some highlights, which is some isolated, small isolated cells that are becoming a little stronger, but the general movement is to the east at about 30 miles per hour. Now, coming up, we're going to talk more about what to anticipate for later on tonight, but the good news is this won't last for too much longer, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. This summer, 2 big dredging projects are going to take place in southern Delaware. According to DENREC, the Assawoman Canal will see work continue until August 1st. Then starting July 1st, dredging is also going to begin near Millsboro in the Indian River. These projects help clear waterways and improve the environment. If you're boating in these areas, though, be careful and watch out for signs of that ongoing work, as there might be some delays.
Big changes could be coming to Millsboro. Town Council will meet June 3rd at the Millsboro Town Center. They'll start a workshop at 6, and they're going to dive into important topics like zoning changes that could affect the town's layout and rules. They'll also talk about updates in the police department and community activities. Everyone in Millsboro is encouraged to join and share their thoughts on the public hearing about those new rules.
Georgetown wants your help, potentially. Georgetown is looking for 2 people to serve on its Board of Adjustment. These members are going to help make decisions on property rules and building plans. If you live in Georgetown and understand community development, consider applying. The positions are open until June 6th. For more information, call the Planning Department.
Longtime plans to fix the bridge in Fenwick Island are moving forward. The focus will be on the bridge replacement on Lighthouse Road in Fenwick Island. Attendees can view a presentation at 5 and participate in an open forum to discuss the project. That's June 10th at the Roxana Volunteer Fire Company from 4 to 7.
The last seasonal program for the Ocean City Police has started in Ocean City. 28 seasonal officers sworn in this past Saturday and are now patrolling the boardwalk and streets of Ocean City. With vacationers starting to fill the beaches, now is a good time to have more officers in the area.
The Delaware Senate has passed a new law aimed at making it easier for people using government help to pay rent to find housing. This law stops landlords from refusing tenants just because they use this type of assistance. It seeks to address the housing crisis by increasing affordable housing options. That will start January 1st, 2026. The effects of this law will be reviewed by 2028. Now it moves to the House for further discussion.
In an effort to curb the alarming rise in work zone accidents, Maryland is toughening penalties for speeding violations. It's going to start on Saturday, so pay attention. June 1st, fines for speeding in work zones, those are going to jump, in fact, double from $40 to $80. According to state, additional increases, those are planned for 2025 based on the speed over the limit. The move is part of the new Maryland Road Worker Protection Act. It's aimed at reducing the high number of work zone crashes.
And we have a lot more news to get to this evening.
New colorful additions to Baltimore Avenue and Rehoboth Beach, what it means for the community.
And the community right now is being assaulted by widespread scattered showers right now. But the good news is that the intensity has died down a bit, but the girth has widened at the same time, Maddie.
But first, temporary reroute at Stop 14 in Bethany, how construction on Collins is impacting visitors and property owners, when we're back in just 60 seconds.
It's a Memorial Day celebration going on now at the car store. Best in market pricing, guaranteed Kelley Blue Book trade-in dollars, and current and former military families can get an additional $500 discount. Memorial Day savings now to the end of the month. TheCarStoreOnline.com.
Lowe's knows you're kicking off summer hosting, so we're kicking off summer savings. Shop deals for every gathering this Memorial Day and get savings on all the items you need to jumpstart the season. And with the My Lowe's Rewards credit card, you can save 5% every day. Shop now at Lowe's.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
At the Truck Store's Memorial Day sale, you'll find a great selection of trucks that can tackle any job, plus guaranteed Kelley Blue Book trade-in dollars and a $500 appreciation bonus for military families. Don't miss the Memorial Day sale going on now. MyTruckStoreOnline.com.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
If you use the Bethany Beach trolley, something you need to be aware about. There are some changes being made. There's now temporarily a reroute of Trolley Stop 14. That's due to the construction of a new pedestrian and bicycle pathway on Collins Street. The stop is now located at the corner of Collins Street and Half Moon Drive, but a couple that we spoke with said this new route is a little bit of a hassle.
Definitely going to be inconvenient for the people living along here because people with mobility issues will take it into town and get around, so it's a shame.
Yeah, a lot of people use it that, don't want to have to deal with parking in town. Hopefully they'll get it done since it is summer season, right?
The town says the reroute is going to remain until the construction is finished.
If you were in Rehoboth, you may have seen crews adding a little color to the crosswalks, and there's a reason why. The city is brightening up Baltimore Avenue with rainbow crosswalks to celebrate the LGBTQ+ community. According to city officials, crews are painting the crosswalks at Baltimore Avenue and 2nd Street this week, and then they'll move to 1st Street next week.
Sussex County homeowners in selected areas can expect some relief from pesky mosquitoes. I don't like them. You see them in the picture next to me. Starting at 7:50 p.m. tonight and going until 6:20 a.m. tomorrow, Delaware's mosquito control team, they're going to be spraying an EPA-approved mosquito repellent. That's in areas around Harbison, Millsboro, Lewis, and Milton. This is to help reduce the overall mosquito population. They say the spray is safe for people, animals, and the environment.
Well, take a look at the latest radar imagery of what's happening right now. We're seeing this continue to track its way towards the east. I'll give you the latest on whether we have to deal with any additional severe thunderstorm warnings.
Coast TV and the First Alert Weather Team. Your safety, our commitment.
Blocked from watching the big match? Save the day by using the Bank of America customized cash rewards card and choose to earn 3% cash back on online purchases, like live streaming.
Teens have drama.
One more minute!
Braces add more drama.
Oh, how does anyone do this?
Invisalign is better oral hygiene and no drama.
America's favorite car show makes its Dover debut with cool cars, cool people, and good time. It's the first ever Good Guys First Grundy Insurance Mid-Atlantic National, and it's all happening June 7th through the 9th at Dover Motor Speedway. Check out over 2,000 of the Northeast's baddest classics on display. And don't miss Good Guys CPP Autocross racing action, a tire smoke and burnout competition, Nitro Thunderfest, a huge swap meet and vendor midway, live music, and so much more. And it's all going down June 7th through the 9th at Dover Motor Speedway. Get details at good-guys.com.
This summer's temperatures keep getting hot. Luckily, Horizon Services is here to help keep you cool. Right now, get $50 off same-day AC repair. Or go ahead and upgrade that old unit and save up to $3,700 toward a new full home comfort system. Same-day service, expert technicians, and a job done right the first time. Need service today? Horizon's help is on the way.
Yes. All right. Who is Jacob Hard Eyes Winkface?
A boy. A person.
A person? A special person? Maybe like a boy?
I got your favorite.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see what you're doing. I'm gonna let it happen.
You're always there for them, and we're always here for you. Food Lion, here for every moment.
Why wait? You too can have a 5-star bathroom with Coastal Bath.
Coastal Bath works with you. We were able to get everything we wanted at the price we wanted. We just loved working with them.
Coastal Bath will provide you with exceptional customer service and a speedy time frame.
Spring savings time. Enjoy 18 months of no payments and no interest. Plus $1,500 off your new bathroom remodel.
I think Coastal Bath is an oh my gosh and a wow.
Call or visit coastalbaths.com today.
Take your favorite radio station with you wherever you go. Download free today.
We've been tracking some storms that have prompted severe thunderstorm warnings a little bit earlier this evening. Good news is those have now been allowed to expire, but we still have the leftover remnants of these storms as they continue to make their way steadily throughout portions of central and western portions of Sussex County. Now, we can see it still manifesting itself throughout portions of Seaford, Bridgeville, up towards Andrewsville, but all the way down towards Del Mar and Modella Springs. The line of storms that's crossing the Chesapeake Bay area right now seem to be losing a lot of its strength after it goes past, let's say, the Cambridge area. Blackwater dealing with an embedded cell right now that's creating a bit of blinding downpours, at least for a brief period of time. That will subside within the next 3 to 4 minutes. Zooming in a little bit tighter, so we can see it approaching Seaford right now, and we're seeing heavy downpours that's being felt throughout Seaford Road as well as along Woodpecker Road and towards School Road and headed towards Bryan Park. Look for these scattered showers to continue to stay plenteous throughout a good portion of the evening hours, but not intense. Okay. Now, as far as the amount of accumulation, we've had an estimate already that's between Reeds Grove and Linkwood, and then also near Sharptown, right in these areas along Highway 313 and 318. We've had accumulations estimate up to about 1 inch already in a very short period of time. You know, I just picked up on something. We're looking at 2 inches, and we actually have, hold on a minute. We actually have a report that we're getting right now from the National Weather Service as far as any kind of damage is concerned. Right there. Okay, so there we go. Wind damage being reported out of Bucktown. All right. Large tree down near the 4400 block of Maple Dam Road. That was actually what we were tracking a little bit earlier today, so that makes a lot of sense. Around 5:05. So, yeah, this is what we're looking at. So we have at least the latest updated damage from these severe thunderstorms. So they are serious, and we always want you to take them seriously because even though it's not necessarily tornadic, we could see some hail. And we're starting to see this same cell that's forming more hail that's headed towards Crisfield that we'll keep a close eye on. Why is this happening? Warm air already in place and a trough that's helping to cut underneath all that warm air and make it rise into the upper atmosphere, adding more to the instability. Now, a short-term model right now is indicating we could see some cells pop up near Lewis by 7:30 and then off the shore. Then it begins to clear out rather rapidly. So I'm not calling for threat of severe weather all night long. I'd say for maybe about another hour, okay? Then after that, we can all catch our collective breath. So Thursday morning, because we're going to move on now. Thursday morning, we're in the 50s, sunshine. Thursday afternoon, we warm to the 70s, but with the winds out of the north, we're not going to get the full robust effect of the sunshine because the winds are out of the north, and that kind of taps the heat energy down just ever so slightly and subtly. And then we start off Friday morning in the 50s, but we will round into the mid-70s by the afternoon hours. So here's a look at your forecast for tonight. Partly cloudy skies, things calming down, but we still have some leftover sprinkles that we're going to shake off within the next hour and a half, maybe 2 at the most, but down into the mid-50s. Limited cloud cover for tomorrow. It's going to warm up quickly as we get up to about 76 degrees, a little bit below the norm for this time of the year. but still an abundance of sunshine, and the UV index will escalate for Thursday and for Friday, so you will need your sunblock. You will need to take a break if you're going to be working out in the sun for an extended period of time. You can get burned pretty quickly, despite the fact that it's not going to feel all that hot. I need you to keep that in mind. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. We will have 2 days of sunshine after we shake off this stormy weather we're dealing with right now. Saturday and Sunday, temperatures will be in the 80s. Nice. And going into next week, we're going to hold off on the next round of rain until, let's say, next Wednesday, Charlie.
Thank you, Paul. In Seaford, a new ordinance could pave the way for 2 marijuana shops within city limits. The proposal introduced at Tuesday night's City Council meeting, still in those early stages, no final decisions made just yet. Community members have their say at a public hearing scheduled for June 25th.
The Cambridge Police Department broke up a large, unauthorized event called Freaknik on Saturday. According to the department, over 400 people gathered, caused fights and property damage on May 25th. Police say they used pepper spray and tasers to control the crowd, along with arresting several people for disorderly conduct and other charges. Police warn these events are dangerous and say there'll be strong action against them in the future, and more arrests might happen as that investigation continues.
A woman from Mardella Springs was sentenced to 55 years in prison for child abuse. According to the Office of the State's Attorney for Wicomico County, 46-year-old Nicole Bochenek ran an unlicensed daycare. Authorities say she was found guilty of abusing 3 children. The abuse was discovered when a 9-month-old baby was found badly hurt and unresponsive on June 7th. Investigations revealed multiple cases of abuse, including shaking and striking children.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Yeah, we're in the final 4 days of the DIAA playoffs, and there's a marquee matchup coming up at the bottom of the hour. Caesar Roddy Boys Lacrosse plays for its first final appearance since 2018. The Riders are coming off a 7-6 win over Tatnall and back in the semis for the second year in a row. Now they face the same opponent, Cape Henlopen, eyeing a 5th straight trip to the title game. The Vikings have outscored opponents 61-4 in 3 games this postseason. That game gets underway at 6:30, and we'll have highlights tonight on DSN. Speaking of must-see on the network, Episode 6 of Into the Trenches, The Wildcat Legacy premieres tomorrow. Here's what lies ahead for Delmar.
On the next Into the Trenches.
They can't get you. You can see in their eyes that they had a new purpose. The pocket.
We're trying to do the best we can with the circumstances. Coach Dorsey has always said this, these are when the games really count.
I don't know what to expect at that game. Put one foot in front of the other and just do what needs to be done.
And it sounds like Into the Trenches, The Wildcat Legacy, Thursday at 7:30 on Delmarva Sports Network.
And we'll see you later on tonight.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather brought to you by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
Coverage on the road, in your community, along the coast. The IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, live on the street, day or night. From breaking news to weather in your town, the IG Burton First Alert Weather Jeep, coverage you can count on.
9 years ago, we did have a roof put on by a local contractor. Unbeknownst to us, they laid shingles over shingles.
We got the call from Tracy that she had a roof leak.
Some contractors, it's not their expertise.
If you know what you're looking for with the slope of these roofs, 9 times out of 10 there's going to be damage.
Or maybe they just don't want to be bothered with the roof on a manufactured home.
I sent a design consultant out here and they spoke with her and did an inspection.
They showed us exactly what would be done. So this time I have a 50-year warranty.
Lowe's knows you're kicking off summer hosting, so we're kicking off summer savings. Shop deals for every gathering this Memorial Day and get savings on all the items you need to jumpstart the season. And with the My Lowe's Rewards credit card, you can save 5% every day. Shop now at Lowe's.
Have you been putting off correcting your smile?
Consider Smiles Correct Clear Aligners from Tillman Orthodontics.
We'll reach out to your insurance for you.
And provide interest-free in-house financing.
I got free financing and made easy monthly payments.
Smiles Correct aligners are made right here at Tillman Orthodontics.
Unlike other clear aligners, at Tillman Orthodontics, the materials, the contours, and the treatment plans are fully customizable.
A customized plan just for me.
Did the sun come out or is it my smile?
You can only get Smiles Correct at Tillman Orthodontics, so call today.
This summer, pack your bags and head to Ocean City, Maryland for free family fun all summer long. Watch beach movies, build sandcastles, and gaze at colorful kites, all completely free. Bust a move from the beach to the bay with beach dance parties, Sunset Park party nights, and Sundays in the park with fireworks, all completely free. Enjoy arts and crafts, discover Ocean City's history, and be in awe of acrobatic stunts at the circus, all completely free. So get going. Family memories are waiting to be made in Ocean City, Maryland. Plan your trip now at OCOcean.com.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
Support local heroes with live music, food trucks, kids' activities, a car show, and exciting cornhole tournaments. The third annual Rally for Our First Responders returns to Hudson Field Saturday. Explore displays and demonstrations by fire, rescue, EMS, and police. And it all raises money for local firefighters and police.
Sounds like a great cause. Now, let's take a look at what's happening with the rain. We see widespread rain from Bridgeville, Georgetown to Seaford. Now, we see more in the way of embedded cells that are going to be a little bit heavier, making its way through Hurlock and Elwood and Federalsburg and headed towards Sharptown. We'll keep a close eye on that, but the good news is we're not expecting it to be severe whatsoever. Now, stay up with your forecast by calling our line at 443-880-9100. Sponsored by Baird, Mandela's, Brockstead, and Federico. Your forecast, just a call away. Finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling extended forecast. After we deal with tonight's severe weather, which is going to have maybe another 1 hour shelf life, best case scenario, we're looking for sunshine on Thursday and Friday with 76 degrees both days, and Saturday, Sunday, no rain, temps in the low 80s. And the next round of rain will hold off until next Wednesday, next Thursday, and next Friday.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news, more local weather, download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we're going to see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.